Good morning, everyone. Hi, Susan. It's so good to see you. I miss you. Hope you're doing well. Good. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. If you missed my introduction a couple minutes ago, my name's Rebecca. I am subbing for Diane this morning. Diane's home with a migraine this morning, so I'm going to be here instead. I normally take the class, so I'm just going to teach it as well for her. We got a kitty in the video too. Love it, Susan. If you would like to have your cameras on, you are more than welcome to have your cameras on. If your cameras are on, just please make sure that your mics are muted. And again, happy snowy Sunday. There's snow outside. It's nice and cold. Happy April in Minnesota, right, everyone? But let's get started. So let's find our way onto our mats, and we're gonna start lying down on our backs. You can take whatever version of Shavasana you would like here. Whether that is traditional Shavasana, letting your legs go long, arms can relax by the sides. Or maybe you take Supta Baddha Konasana today, allowing the soles of the feet to come together. Knees can open wide. Always an option as well to take fallen bridge or broken bridge, planting the feet on the mat. You're going to separate your knees wide and then let the knees tip in towards you. Just settling on in here. Taking some time to get any little physical fidgets out of the way. Shift, move, wiggle, do what you need to do so that eventually you find your way into a place of comfort. A place of stillness. And as you find this place of stillness, begin to deepen your breath. Let every inhale fill up. Let every exhale completely empty out. Just letting go of anything you might be holding on to this morning. And finding that breath, beginning to focus in to the body versus externally on things that are going on outside. This next 60 minutes is a time for you to be present in your body and in your practice. So as we move and we flow, give yourself permission to be wherever it is that you need to be along the way. To make choices for your body and your practice. Continue to deepen the breath here. Begin to feel the way the breath moves in and out of the body. So as you inhale, there's this gentle expansion of the rib cage, the belly, the chest, the sides, the body. And as you exhale, there's this gentle contraction as you let all the air out. This natural movement that happens in our body all day long as we breathe. Just noting how our breath and our movement are connected into each other. How they work hand in hand to support one another. Knowing that our breath will help guide us through our practice. It will help support us in posture. Know that it's an important part of your everyday life, as well as your yoga practice. Taking a moment here to be grateful for all that your body does for you. Move through 3 more complete breath cycles just like this. Taking as much time as you need to really concentrate in on that breath. They can be as slow as you need them to be. And at the end of that 3rd deep breath cycle, Begin to bring small, mindful movements to your fingertips, your toes. Maybe you nod your head from ear to ear, open and close the jaw. Eventually, you're going to let this movement bring you into a full body stretch, reaching the arms overhead, legs actively reaching the opposite direction. Take a big breath in here. Full breath out. One more inhale, reach, reach, reach. Big open mouth exhale, send it out. Bring the arms down by the sides, plant the feet on the mat. Gently windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Swaying the knees side to side. And as you're ready, bring your arms out to a T and gently let the knees fall over towards the right side of the mat, creating a nice easy twist in that lower back, starting to warm up our spine here. Maybe your gaze falls towards your left shoulder. Breath in. Big breath out. And gently guide the knees back to your center. And let them tip over towards the left side of your mat. Adjustments are always welcome to find that place of comfort. And if you'd like to tip the head towards the right side, feel free to do so. Otherwise, gaze wherever is comfortable on the neck. Breathing here, steadying the breath. Every inhale fills up. Every exhale empties out. And then gently guide the knees back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Wrap the forearms around the shins. Take a big inhale. Squeeze those knees in towards the chest. Exhale, squeezes them in a little bit closer. Making a tight ball. One more big breath in. One more full breath out. Release that tight bind. Grab behind the backs of the knees or the thighs. Then rock and roll the length of the spine a few times. We gain momentum, going all the way from the shoulders to the tailbone. And at the top, just for fun, once we get there, I want you to find a little balance. Put your balance in that boat. Maybe the toes are on the mat, maybe they're floating. Wherever you're at, we're balancing. Hands can release for 3, 2, and 1. Cross those legs, plant the hands, and make your way into your tabletop position. From here, just start by taking any free movement of the spine, of the body. Get those joints warmed up. Start to get into whatever feels good. And eventually, we make our way into stillness. Spread your hands wide on the mat. Press the mat away from you as you draw your navel up and into your spine here. Nice active posture. Taking a few cat-cows. Inhale, cow pose. Belly drops. Tail and head are going to lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat. Arch the back. Round the spine. Draw the navel up. Good. Inhale, cow pose. Belly drops. Tail and head lift. Exhale, cat. Tuck chin to chest. Move through a few more rounds in your own time, your own breath. Every inhale comes into your cow. Every exhale back into the cat. The entire breath takes the entire movement. Let that movement last, let it linger, and you get to the end only in time for that breath to end. Good, moving through one more complete breath cycle here. We'll find our way into our tabletop position. Nice neutral spine. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Then exhale, you're going to thread the needle and just hover that right arm up off of the ground, hovering the shoulder. Again, inhale, reach the right arm high. Exhale, hover the arm. Good. Inhale, reach the right arm high. This time, exhale, thread the needle, thread it all the way through, down onto the mat. Good. Bring your right shoulder, your right side of the head down to meet the mat. From here, you can take an arm variation if you want, or we're going to activate the chest a little bit more, spreading your left hand wide on your mat. You're going to press the mat away from you ever so slightly, feeling your chest spiral open a little bit more. You're beginning to get a little bit more twist. You're also going to feel that left pec start to fire up as well. Becoming a little bit more active. Big breath in. Full breath out. If you're in an arm variation, where you plant your palm under your shoulder. Everyone inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, hands to the mat. Switching sides, inhale, reach that left arm high. Exhale, thread the needle, but just hover it off the mat. Hover it here. Inhale, reach that left arm high. We got one more hover. Exhale, hover. Reach and hover. Good. Inhale, left arm high. This time, exhale all the way through. Find your thread the needle. Bring that left shoulder, left side of the head down to the earth. And again, if you prefer an arm variation here, feel free to move into your arm variation. Otherwise, keep that right hand right where it is. Then start to activate that right chest or that right pec and begin to press the earth away from you. You're going to feel your chest and your torso spiral open even more. Take a breath in here. Breath out, starting to activate those muscles a little bit more, getting warm to our chest. Big breath in. Full breath out. Arm variations, replant your palm under your shoulder. And inhale, reach the left arm high. Exhale, hands to the mat. Good. From here, we'll set up our spinal balance, activating your core a little bit more. Extend your right leg back behind you. Option to leave your toes on the mat, or you can hover them and float them. From there, right, or rather left arm reaches towards the front of your mat. So opposite arm and leg. Roll that right hip down, square it off to your mat. Draw your navel up and into your spine, and then press your right hand down into your mat. Activate the upper body as well. You can stay right here and balance, otherwise take a big breath in. Exhale, draw elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, lengthen out, extend and reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Two more, just like that. Inhale, reach in both directions. Exhale, elbow to knee, gently cat the back around the spine ever so slightly. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, cat the back around the spine. Inhale, lengthen everything up. And exhale, set it down on the mat. Give your hips a little wiggle if that feels good. Now let's switch sides. Extend your left leg back behind you. Right arm reaches towards the top of the mat. And again, you can keep those left toes on the mat, or you can hover that leg high. Now again, roll that left hip down. Draw your navel up and into your spine and press the left hand down into your mat, creating a little bit of chest activation here. From here, inhale, reach in both directions. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Three more, just like that. Inhale, reach in both directions. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, extend out. And exhale, set everything down on the mat. Give your hips a little wiggle. Do what feels good. And then spread the hands wide. Plant them underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes under. Draw your navel up and into your spine. Now hover your knees 1 inch off of the mat. Really press the ground away from you. Activate those chest muscles. Hovering those knees, navel is up and in, gaze between the hands. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Lift those hips high, press the chest back, and take some time here to do whatever feels good. Take your dog for a little walk, wag your tail, sway your hips side to side. Big breath in. Full breath out. Actively press that mat down and slightly away from you. Draw your navel up and into your spine, engaging your Uddiyana Bandha as your core lock, your navel engagement. This will help support your lower back. Soften your knees and point your tail up towards the ceiling a little bit more. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Then exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands, even if you need to help it to get there. From there, I want you to inhale, reach your right arm high up towards the ceiling. Take any wrist or arm circles that feel good. Taking some pressure out of those wrists. And plant the palm, drop your back knee down. Inhale, rise up, kneeling crescent. Now sink those hips forward any amount here. Let's bring our hands to heart center today. You're gonna press your palms in towards one another, activating those chest muscles a little bit more. Relax your shoulders down into the back. Good. Again, you can sink those hips forward as much or as little as you'd like. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, move into your half splits. Shift those hips back. Lengthen through your front leg. Pull the toes back towards the heart. You can soften through that front knee any amount here. Then inhale, lengthen your heart towards your toe. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, finds length and space. Big breath out allows you to hinge a little bit deeper. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Walk the hands forward. Reach the arms high overhead. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the palms. Curl your back toes under. Step your front foot back. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach your left leg high. And exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge. Again, pause here for a second. Reach your left arm high. Roll out the wrist. Take any arm circles if those feel good in your body. Getting any little kinks warmed up in those joints. Maybe opening into your hand. Big breath in. Exhale, plant the palm. Drop your back knee down and inhale, rise up. Kneeling crescent. Reach those arms overhead at first. And then bring your hands to heart center. Finding a little bit of chest activation here. Press your palms in towards one another. Sink those hips forward any amount. Nice big stretch through the front of that back leg. Draw your navel up and into your spine. Find that Uddiyana Bandha, that core lock. Continue to press the palms in towards one another. Sink the hips a little bit further forward. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, half splits. Shift the hips back. Lengthen through your front leg. Pull the toes back towards your heart, flexing through that foot. And again, you can soften that front knee any amount. Maybe you bend and straighten it a little, whatever feels good in your body. Remember, this is your practice. If something feels right to you, go there, investigate that. Give yourself permission to do what feels good. And then as you're ready, inhale, lengthen your heart towards your toes. Exhale, hinges forward and come up. Big breath in, lengthen. Exhale, surrenders, melts. One more inhale, just like this. One more exhale, just like this. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Walk those hands forward, reach them overhead, find that crescent. And exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the palms on your mat, curl your back toes under, and step back, downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Full breath out here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, see the top of the mat. And exhale, walk your feet behind your wrists. Set up ragdoll pose. Separate your feet at least hip width distance apart. Maybe you go wider today and take this about max width distance. Your choice. Option to interlace the arms if you'd like to grab opposite forearms. You can soften those knees any amount, bending those knees any amount, taking some tension out of the hamstrings, the lower back. And give the head a little shake, yes. Give it a little shake, no, release it down. You can move, you can be still. Then switch the grip of the arms, place the opposite forearm in front. Evening out, balancing out a little bit. Rock a little bit more weight forward into the ball mounds of the feet. Inhale, find length of the spine. Exhale, allows the head to melt a little bit closer to the earth. One more breath in. One more breath out. Release the hands to the mat. Toe heel the feet together. Place a nice big bend in the knees. And slowly begin to roll up through the spine, coming to stand at the top. Once at the top, take a big shoulder roll. Scrunch those shoulders up towards the ears, then backing down. One more just like that. Inhale, really scrunch them up. Exhale, then back and down. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, mountain pose. Awesome. And exhale, hands to heart center. Gently blink your eyes closed or keep a soft gaze down at the earth. Spread your feet wide. Activate the fronts of the legs by pulling up the kneecaps towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes, like tuck of the tail down, navel up. Now, if you'd like to set an intention and dedication for your practice, something you'd like to energetically support or offer up, feel free to do so. This can be a word or a sentence, a saying, a feeling. It can be for you or someone or something outside of this room. Whatever your intentions are, we'll seal them in with a few unified breaths. Exhale all the air from your lungs. Inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, send it out. Be loud. Inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, send it out. Good. Seal your lips. Begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Firing up your ujjayi breath, bring a slight constriction to the back of the throat. Begin to create an audible breath. An expansive and heat-building breath. Gently blink your eyes open. Relax your hands down by your sides. We'll walk through a couple sun A variations. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach high. And exhale, forward fold, hinge all the way down. You can soften your knees along the way to take any tension out of the hamstring to the lower back. From here, inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms into your shins or your thighs. You're going to extend the crown of the head forward or the top of the head forward. Roll those shoulder blades down the back. You can bend your knees any amount. Now exhale, plant your palms and step back to high plank. So just high plank to start us off with. Now your high planks, you can have your knees on the ground, always an option. All right, shoulders are right over wrists. You're pressing the earth away from you. Navel is up and into your spine. Take a big breath in here. And then exhale, just downward facing dog. Lift those hips high, melt those heels down. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. That's option one. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step walker, float your feet between your hands. Inhale, find that halfway lift again. Lengthen through the spine, draw the ribcage away from the hips. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, rise up, stand tall, reach high. And exhale, forward fold, hinge back down. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Here's option two for your chaturanga. And exhale, plant the palm, step those feet back. Now drop your knees to the mat. From here, you're going to shift forward 2 inches and lower halfway. Elbows will pin into the sides. From here, inhale, upward facing dog. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Palms press down into the mat. Shoulders are down the back, away from the spine. And exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you go through a tabletop position, dropping your knees to the mat. Whatever works best for you. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step, walk, or float the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up, stand tall. Right away, exhale, forward fold, hinge back. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen and extend. And exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Now last option, full version. Step back to that high plank. You're gonna shift forward 2 inches again onto your toes. Lower halfway, elbows pin into the side. Big breath in, upward facing dog. Press those palms down into the mat, kneecaps are lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift those hips high. Breath in. Breath out. We'll flow through one more, your variation, whatever you'd like to take. Inhale, see the top. Now, exhale, step, walk, or float your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Shavasana, rise up, stand tall. Reach high. And exhale, forward fold. Hinge all the way in. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, plant the palms. Inhale, up dog, or simply hold your high plank, just like we did that first variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a full breath out. Now you have lots of options for your chaturanga today. Feel free to use them as you please. Do what you need to do. Moving on to our sunbeam. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step, walk, or float your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, folds a little deeper. From here, inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana, sit low, lift the chest, and reach the arms overhead. Hold and breathe. So if it's comfortable, your feet can come all the way together to touch. Otherwise, if those feet are separate, just make sure those knees are tracking right over the toes. Sink the weight back into those heels. Maybe you wiggle your toes off the mat and spread them wide as you set them down one by one. It's like tuck of the tail down, navel up and in. Always an option to bring hands to heart center as well. If this is hard on the shoulders, feel free to bring hands to heart center. Great option. You can also press your palms in towards one another if you're in heart center, activating that chest a little bit more. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Plant those palms, step those feet back. Move through your variation, whatever that looks like in your body. Big breath in, up dog or high plank. Big breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, reach your right leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Step the foot between the hands. Your front knee is going to be right over your front ankle. Feet are hip width distance apart. All your toes face the front of the mat. From here, inhale the crescent lunge. You're going to lift the chest. You're going to reach the arms overhead. Now hold and breathe. Let's set this up nice and strong. So bend your front knee a lot. So your front knee is right over your front ankle. From here, you're going to gently press that back heel towards the back of the room. Imaginary string draws the back of the kneecap up towards the ceiling. Now slightly tuck your tailbone down. Navel up and in. So there's a gentle lift up on the pelvis as well as a press back from the heel. You have two directions pressing in opposition. From here, take a big breath in, reach those hands high. Then exhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel down to the mat. Find your heel to arch line. Front heel is right in the middle of the back arch. Again, bend your front knee a lot. Front knee is right over front ankle. Gently pull that right hip bone back in space. Your left hip will roll forward ever so slightly. Then reach the arms actively towards the front and back edges of the mat. Gaze out over your front middle finger. From here, inhale, reverse your warrior. Bring that front arm high. Back arm is gently on that back leg. Maybe you take a half wrap behind that lower back, whatever feels good. And reach that hand high today. As far up towards the ceiling as you can, while still keeping that big bend in your front knee. Breath in. And exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Plant the palms, step your foot back. Now your version, whatever you want to flow through your version. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhale, exhale. Good, other side. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step the foot between the hands. Even if you need to help it to get there, front knee is right over front ankle. Feet are hip width distance apart. All your toes face the front of the mat. From there, crescent lunge. Inhale, begin to rise up. Reach those arms overhead. Again, always an option, hands at heart center, wherever you would like to be. From here, let's set this side up just as strong. Big bend to the front knee. Front knee is right over front ankle. Gently press the back of the heel towards the back of the mat. Imaginary string lifts the back of the kneecap up towards the ceiling. Now slight tuck down of that tail as you draw your navel up and in, so that we have this oppositional lift up and press back at the same time. Our legs, our lower body, our core is so engaged here. Every muscle is working. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. And exhale, warrior two, open up. Find your heel to arch alignment. Front heel is going to be right in the middle of that back arch. Bend your front knee a lot. Gently pull left hip bone back in space. Your right hip bone will most likely roll forward a little bit, and that's okay. Let that natural internal rotation happen. Reach the arms towards the front and the back edges of the mat. And gaze out over your front middle finger. From here, inhale, reverse your warrior. Bring that front arm high. Reach it up towards the ceiling today, so that you're getting a nice big side body stretch to that left side. Back hand is gently on the back leg, or maybe you take a half wrap behind your lower back, wherever you'd like. You can gaze wherever is comfortable. If you'd like to lift the gaze towards the hand, feel free to do so. Bend the knee a lot, and then inhale, reach 1 inch higher. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Plant the palms, flow through your variation. Breath in, up dog or high plank. Breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Big exhale here. So we have 2 times through our sun B this morning. Make choices as you need to along the way. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step walk or float your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chair pose. Uttanasana, sit low, lift the chest, reach arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold, hinge back down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen that spine. And exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, move through. Take a breath in, up dog, or simply hold your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach those arms overhead, lift the chest. Exhale, warrior two. Find that heel to arch alignment, set that back edge of the foot down. Inhale, reverse your warrior, big bend of the front knee, ground down to that front heel as you reach the front arm high. And exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga, flex the palms, move through your variation. Big breath in, full breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step that foot between the hands. Keep the feet right where they are, and inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up, find your heel to arch. Inhale, reverse the warrior, ground down to that front heel as you bring that front arm high. And exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga, plant those palms, step that foot back, move through your variation. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhale here. Exhale right here. We got one more time through all of that. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step, walk or float your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Uttanasana, sit low. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, hinge back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, move through your variation. Take a breath in, up dog, or simply hold your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. And exhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two, open. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Your variation here, whatever that looks like in your body. Big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Plant those palms, float through. Take a big breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Big open mouth, exhale, side out. Bring your knees down to the mat. Let's find our way into child's pose. You can take either extended, bringing big toes to touch, knees open wide, arms reach out in front of you as you rest the forehead down. Or if you'd like a traditional child's pose, bring those knees together. Arms will reach back towards the heels. Whatever feels good in your body. Just take a few breaths here. Come back into your intention. Settle the heart rate. Calm the breath. And as you're ready, you're going to shift back up. Find your way to downward facing dog, taking as much time as you need to get there. Big breath in. Full breath. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step walker, float the feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, mountain pose, Shavasana, rise up, stand tall. And exhale, let's bring hands to heart center. We'll set up tree pose for our balancing posture this morning. Start to rock the weight over into your left foot. So you can pick your right heel up off of the mat. Then turn that right knee out towards the side of the mat. You can stay right here, keeping that right big toe kickstanded on your mat. Or if you'd like more, maybe you help your sole of the foot up to your calf, your inner thigh, just avoiding that kneecap at all possible. If the foot and the thigh meet, press them in towards one another. Now you can stay right here if you'd like to grow your branches, option to grow your branches. Option to play around with gaze. Maybe you turn your gaze right or left, or gaze up towards the ceiling. Sometimes closing your eyes can be a whole lot of fun here. And it's okay. You might wiggle, you might fall out of it, and that's okay. Smile, be easy. Maybe you take a nice little chuckle at yourself, and then you come back into it. Knowing that we do not have to be serious through this practice, that we can have fun, that we can take it lightly. As you're ready, bring your hands back to heart center. Turn your right knee towards the top of the mat. Set down. Pedal out those feet. And then switching sides, start to rock the weight over into your right foot so you can lift your left foot up off of the mat. Then turn that left knee out towards the side of the mat. You can stay right here with that big toe kickstanding on your mat. Or if you'd like more, you can help the sole of the foot up to the calf, maybe bring it up to the inner thigh. Just trying to avoid that knee joint if at all possible. And again, you can stay here if you'd like to grow your branches. Option to grow your branches. Maybe you play with gaze. Whatever feels good in your body. Move. Do whatever feels good. Close the eyes if you want a little challenge. You could laugh at falling out of it. It's always a fun time to close the eyes. So when we're balancing, taking away that sense. Really affect how we stand. It's okay if you fall out. You just come back in. Perfect. Bring hands back to heart center. Turn that left knee forward. And gently set it down on the mat. Wiggling out those legs. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Plant those palms, move through your variation. Take a big breath in, up dog or high plank. Big breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. And exhale, low lunge, step the foot between the hands. From here, inhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel down to the mat. Rise up and reach the arms towards the front and the back walls, or the front and back edges of the mat. From there, straighten through your front leg. Take a big breath in. Then exhale, triangle pose. Trikonasana, reach that front arm forward and down. Back arm comes high. So now you always have the option to rest that hand on the thigh or the shin. If it is resting on the thigh or the shin, the thigh or the shin, gently press back into it. Option as well to float that hand next to your leg, whatever works best in your body. Now again, pull that right hip back in space. Your left hip will most likely roll forward. From there, I want you to tuck your tail down under you, navel up and in, then open the chest up towards the side of the room a little bit. Big breath in, reach the arms in both directions. Big breath out. Good, inhale, reverse your triangle. Keep the straight front leg as you bring that bottom arm high. And exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, bend that front knee, blow through. Take a breath in, up dog or high plank. Breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two, spin the back heel down, rise up, reach the arms towards the front and the back edges of the mat. Then straighten through the front leg. Take a big breath in, reach. And exhale, triangle pose, reach that front arm forward and down. Back arm comes high, hold and breathe here. So again, that hand can press into the shin or the thigh. It's pressing into the shin or the thigh. The shin or the thigh are gently going to press back into that hand. Option to float it as well. Be wherever you need to be. Now pull that left hip back in space. Your right hip will most likely roll forward. From there, tuck your tailbone under, draw your navel up and into your spine, and then open the chest up a little bit more. Beautiful. Adjustments, everyone. You got this. Reach the arms actively in both directions. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Begin to bring that front arm or that bottom arm high. Top arm to the back leg. And exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga. Move through your variation. Big breath in, up dog or high plank. Big breath out. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Good. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step, walk or float the feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Shavasana, rise up, stand tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to have one more balancing pose today before we go into our hand balance. We're going to have figure four. So as you're ready, finding your one-legged Tadasana, shift your weight over into your left foot so that you can lift your right foot up off the mat. Take a big breath in, reach those fingertips high. Then as you exhale, we move into our figure four. Start to sit those hips back down into your chair so you can cross that right ankle over your left knee. Then bring your hands to heart center. And for today, you can stay here pressing the palms in towards one another. Draw your navel up and into your spine. Like tuck the tail down. If you would like a little bit more, maybe you hinge forward ever so slightly. Finding your variation, whatever that looks like in your body. Breath in here. Breath out here. Good. On your next inhale, slowly begin to come out of it, same way that you went in, finding that one-legged Tadasana. And then set everything down on the mat. Wiggle out those legs. Nice work. All right. Other side. Arms reach overhead. Left foot up off of the mat. One-legged Tadasana. One-legged mountain pose. Take a breath in. Reach high. Exhale, figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Sit back into your chair. And bring your hands to heart center. And press the palms in towards one another here. Activate that chest a little bit more. You can stay right here for today, or if you'd like to hinge forward, feel free to hinge forward. Maybe bring your shins to your thigh, or rather your forearms to your shin. Body parts this morning. We'll get them right. And continue to press those palms in towards one another wherever you're at. Sink those hips back and down. Draw your navel up and into your spine. Take a breath in here. Breath out. Inhale, begin to come on out of it, same way that you came in. Take as much time as you need, maybe you wiggle, that's okay. And set everything down, shake out those legs. Good, inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, plant the palms, your variation. If you'd like to just step back to downward facing dog, feel free to do so. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, see the top of the mat. Exhale, step, walk, or float your feet between your hands. Good. Hanging out here, we are going to come into our crow pose today. So if you have your crow pose in your practice, and you want to move right into it, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I will talk you through it. I will also demonstrate. I'm going to turn it kind of an angle so that you can see my body a little bit better. So feet are going to be about hip width distance apart here. From there, palms will be spread wide. Maybe you slightly turn your hands out. Sometimes that helps people, depending on where you're at. From there, palms are going to touch the ground. Now you might need to bend your knees a lot in order for your hands to reach the ground. From there, you're going to begin to walk the feet as close to the wrists as you can so that you can set the backs of the knees on the backs of the arms. And you might start to feel a little bit of pressure there. Once those knees touch the back of the arms, you're going to start to hinge forward a little bit. Maybe you lift your heels up off of your mat, coming onto your toes, whatever works in your body. You can stay right here. You don't need to go any further into this. This is crow pose. If you're feeling some weight in your hands, feel free to stay there. If you would like a little bit more, I want you to turn your gaze towards the top of your mat. From there, you maybe pick one foot off the mat, play around with setting it down, pick the other one. If you'd like to, you can shift all the weight into the hands, picking both heels up, whatever works best. Now, if you feel like you're slipping off the backs of the arms, another option here is to bring those knees a little bit wider, hugging the knees on the outside of those triceps as well. Sometimes that can be a nice vantage point. Wherever you're at, though, gaze forward, gaze to the top of the mat. We'll have about a minute left here of playtime. Once you have had enough of your crow pose, feel free to come on into child's pose, your variation, whatever that looks like in your body. So last little push, last little balance of claps to do whatever feels best to you. If you want to move through another chaturanga before you go back to your child's pose, for your last one of class, feel free to do so. We'll make our way into our child's pose. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. One more big exhale. Good. Shift on up to tabletop. And set your hips off to the side, coming on down to have a seat on your mat. Bring those legs long out in front of you for seated forward fold. If you'd like to sit up on a pillow or a blanket, feel free to do so. You can also bend your knees any amount here. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward any amount. If it feels comfortable, you can let the head hang heavy. Every inhale finds length and space. Every exhale allows you to fold a little bit deeper. Inhale finds length and space. Exhale, folds. Move through 3 more complete breath cycles just like this. At the end of that 3rd breath cycle, gently begin to roll up. Bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. You're gonna reach your arms out in front of you. We're gonna have a little bit of core work on our way down. So keeping those feet on the mat. Arms can be out in front, or you can bring hands to heart center, whatever feels good. We're gonna go slowly back until you feel that core engage. So pause right where you feel that core engage. Now from here, you're gonna lift up 1 inch and lower back down a little bit further. Lift up 1 inch, lower back down into that core. Lift up, lengthen through the spine. If you want to float your feet, you're more than welcome to. Lower back. 2 more. Lift up. Lower. So this time lift up. Lower back halfway. Hold here for 3. You have a slow roll down all the way to your mat in 2. And 1 slowest roll down possible. Good. Once there, you can take a long body stretch if that feels nice. Wiggle it out. And then we'll have a round of bridge pose here. Planting your feet on your mat, bending your knees, feet are hip width distance apart. Arms can relax down by the sides. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, press through the soles of the feet and lift the hips up off of the mat. Now you can stay right here. If you'd like to snug the shoulder blades up behind your back, you can, finding an interlacing of the fingers or the arms behind your back. Good. Gently draw your chin away from your chest. And then lift the chest towards the chin. Breathing here. 3 deep breaths, just like this. At the end of the 3rd deep breath, however long it takes you to get there, gently begin to lower back down. Hugging your knees in towards your chest, rock side to side, massage that lower back. Then keep your right knee in, send your left leg long on your mat. Take an inhale, squeeze that knee in towards the chest. And exhale, send it across the body over towards the left side of your mat. Right arm can reach out to the side, gaze wherever is comfortable. Breathing here. Starting your surrender now. Come back to your intention. Continuing to check in rather than to check out. Letting gravity do the work here. As you're ready, gently begin to guide that knee back to center. Switching sides, hug your left knee in, and send your right leg long on the mat. Take a big breath in, give it a squeeze, pull it into the chest. And exhale, send it across the body over towards the right side. The left arm can reach out to the mat, or out to the side rather. Gaze wherever is comfortable. And again, we're starting our surrender. So gently begin to deepen the breath. Let go of any effort or any sense of trying. Allow gravity to do the work of pulling you down towards the earth. Give yourself permission to release and to yield into it. Gently guide the knee back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big bear hug. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Draw your forehead up to meet your knees. Take the biggest inhale you've taken all day. Pause at the top for just a moment. And exhale, full release into Shavasana. Let legs go long. Arms relax down by the sides. Palms can face up towards the ceiling. Get any little physical fidgets out of the way right away so that you can find a place of comfort, a place of stillness. Begin to deepen the breath. Release any tension from your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Melt the shoulders down the back. Feel the weight of the pelvis, and the legs, as the earth supports you from it. Giving yourself permission to be here in stillness for the next few moments. You may stay here in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you're ready to start being guided out, first start to reawaken your breath. Begin to bring small, mindful movements to your fingertips, your toes. You can nod your head from ear to ear. Open and close your jaw. Eventually, this movement leads you into a full body stretch. Reaching arms overhead, legs actively reached in the opposite direction. And go ahead and roll over onto either side, plank fetal position for just a moment. Using your hands to help guide you, begin to make your way up to a comfortable seated position, facing the front of the mat. Plant one or both palms on your heart. Taking one more moment here to feel your heartbeat, to feel the breath beneath you, to be grateful for all that your body does for you. Joining your hands together at heart center for kindness in our actions. Lifting our thumbs to our mouth for kindness in our words. Lifting our thumbs to our third eye for kindness in our thoughts. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you live with ease. Bowing forward, we seal in our practice. Namaste.